What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Lego. You can currently find these not only on YouTube, but now on Spotify. Took 7 episodes, but we got there, boys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So today we have a special guest. We have Jonty, also known as SW Bricks. I'm super excited to have you here. If you guys have not subscribed or liked, make sure you guys do that now. We are also answering comments in the section. As I can see there, Rex Riz. There we go. Sorry. We are starting soon. We just started now. Sorry that it was a minute late. My bad. But SW Bricks, Jonty, who are you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Now hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thanks for having me on. I'm Jonty. I'm just a guy from the UK who started building Lego during COVID and then started making YouTube videos, and now I'm blessed to do that as my full-time job. I basically just make random Lego videos, varying different themes on my channel, and we're just sort of throwing things around and seeing what happens. Really, that's about it.
I mean, whatever you're throwing around, like you just said, dude, it's working, man. It is beautiful. Dude, your thumbnails are great. Your content is high quality. And yeah, dude, it's inspiring. So I'm glad you're here today. So
thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So going into a little bit of Lego here, what got you into Lego? Like, were you into Lego before COVID, or just kind of like that? Was that the turning point, or were you already
rebirth for me? Was COVID was I was into it really when I was like from when I was a kid up until I was about 15 or so, and then I kind of dropped off. Had other things to do. I was just sort of Lego fell to the sort of back end of my mind, onto the back burner, and then COVID sort of must have been, what was that? I was about 20 when COVID hit, and then I was at uni at the time. I was away, and I remember Mandalorian came out right before that, and my ex-girlfriend bought me a Lego set, like one of the battle packs, the Mando battle pack.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like and then I got like a couple old sets out, put them on the side, like rebuilt them or whatever. And then I remember COVID hit, and I just needed something to do that didn't have Wi-Fi, because we had terrible Wi-Fi now, and my parents needed it for work. So I was like, I'm going to buy some big Lego sets and just build them, because I thought, what better thing to do when you got tons of time. And just started building a few bigger old Star Wars sets. I'm not talking like giant UCS stuff, but like a few of the big play sets and stuff I bought. I remember just feeling like it was so cool to rediscover Bricklink and everything. And then I just started posting a few photos on Instagram, and then for some reason just started posting on YouTube, and it took a long time to evolve to where I am now, but we've slowly pieced it together, and we're still got a long lot of things to learn, but we're chugging along now. And that's basically my sort of rebirth into Lego.
So there was that. So that was your dark age from what, like middle school until COVID.
Pretty much. From like 15 to 20ish, or maybe like probably verging on 16 to 20ish.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I feel you on that, because like I remember I was, as a kid growing up, I loved Star Wars and I loved Lego, and putting the two together, that was magic right there, that was starting my personality right down the way. And but you're right. I always say people who enjoy Lego and Lego Star Wars are the best people out there. But yeah, like I remember as a kid, like going through middle school, like all my friends had it, and then the main focus became girls, and not really Legos. Like maybe girls don't like Legos, and then kind of dipping in and back. It was always in my room, and then high school came, and it's like, okay, Legos are cool again. And then my buddy, when I was a senior, he's like, dude, I don't want my Legos anymore. You can have them. I'm like, no, wait, dude. He had the old clone turbo tank. He had the new clone turbo tank during 2017. He had the was it the Republic frigate? Is that the one with
I've always wanted, with
Wolf, Commander Wolf? Yeah. So I already had that set, and then he gave me that. So I have 2 of the Wolves, and I was like, dude,
I'm a gold mine there,
right? And it was awesome. He had the Republic gunship, and it was just like, it was just great. And his parents were like, yeah, we don't care, you can have them. I'm like, cool, thanks. Didn't have to pay a penny.
Now,
I know, right? but then like got into college, moved away for college for a little bit, then moved back home for community college, got back into it, and then I started doing the YouTube thing, and then I remember
Mhm.
cared about was about the views. And like I remember on the last podcast I was talking about, like I'd be checking my phone during like the movies, and I'm like, okay, how many views do I have now? Only two.
When you start like those, oh, it's crazy how that feeling is
It
wild.
feels great. And then I
Yeah.
remember I was just doing it for the views, and I lost interest again, went through another dark age,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and and now
When
like I
how
finally
long ago
found
was this? Was that
this was like
the
a little
last thing?
over 5, 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you
Um,
started posting on YouTube like way back when then? Yeah.
yeah,
A couple
yeah.
years
So
ago, 2016, 17-ish.
yeah, I like, honestly, let's see. I can actually tell you when I first started. Well, when I first started as Drew Bricks, I guess, or uh, back in 2018.
Yeah.
So almost 6 years ago, February 1st, 2018. That's when the first announcement ever came out. And
Nice.
then I kind of went, because then I moved to Tennessee, and then it's kind of like, well, lost interest. All my collections in California.
Yeah, it's a long way
Um,
as well to yeah,
yeah.
to lug it all
So now
across.
I'm just like, screw it. We're going to do a whole new collection now. And so hopefully I'll get more here, bring it back from California soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel you like going through life, and COVID definitely was the bring back of like, hey, I kind of want to do Lego again. This is the
Yeah, yeah.
community's still strong, and I feel like it got even stronger
It's
through
huge now.
them,
It's unreal how much bigger it got during COVID, yeah.
right? Like, there's so many creators that like it's almost normal that people have like 5 or 10K followers on Instagram, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm like I like to say like I'm pretty in the know of like who the creators are, and now I'm like, wait, who are you?
Yeah,
This
so
is
suddenly
cool.
all these people are popping up with, yeah, like 100,000 subs or like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy, like, people come out of
ex-
nowhere.
right, right.
Way harder to keep track of everyone.
Exactly, exactly. So was like when you first started, like it was like your first set Star Wars, or was it
Well,
City or
like way back when I was a kid.
yeah.
I remember my exact first set. It was the Droid Battle Pack from 2005.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was on like a what you call it, like a staycation we call it in the UK, where we just go somewhere in the country on holiday and
Yeah.
with some family or whatever. And I remember my grandpa bought it for me, and it was such a good set. And I found some of the somehow in the house I was staying in, I found some of those 2005 clones, and I found like a shock trooper and like a plain white one, and I could just vividly remember playing with that exact set when
Right.
I was about 5 at the time, and that was my first set. And then I didn't really get a tremendous amount of Star Wars. Lego wasn't like I wasn't hugely obsessed with Lego. I had like loads of Lego, but it wasn't like all
Mm,
Star Wars at all. It was a lot of hand-me-down stuff from like older cousins and stuff. And then
yeah.
and then it was like a big one for me when I first started actually collecting was Lord of the Rings. Like I went mad in that sort of, what was it, like 20 when the Hobbit sets came out and all the Lord of the Rings sets came out, like 2012. Was that 2012?
Yeah, somewhere between 12 and 15, I think.
Yeah, so for those years, me and my sister bought loads of it, and then the Dark Age came around. I sold. Oh no, I sold it all when I got back into it. Actually, when I got back into Lego, I found all my Lord of the Rings stuff and sold it all because I just wanted to collect Star Wars. And the amount of great figures I've had to rebuy now I've got back into Lord of the Rings. But yeah, then the actual Star Wars sort of collecting came back in more. I mean, I did a bit of it when I was 15, 16, but yeah, the real Star Wars stuff was more when I was older. But yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I remember when I got my first set, it was that clone battle pack and the droid battle pack.
Yeah.
And just putting like that was I wish they'd bring that battle pack back, man.
Yeah.
That was I remember going
$10 as well. It's just unreal.
Right. I remember going to Walmart, and like I remember seeing that set, and I was like, no way. And I just looked at my dad. He goes, "Yeah, let's get it." I'm like,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, what a battle that was! Yeah, the droid one was insane as well. Both great. I remember the Rebel one came out the same, or like maybe a couple of years after, and that one was one I just that one and the Imperial dropship. Those two were just so sick as well.
Those were sick, man. Those were sick.
Yeah, you must be a similar sort of age to me. How old are you?
Yeah, and actually, what's today? In 11 days, I'll be 25.
Oh, so you're a bit older than me. Happy birthday for
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're probably, you must be about a year, school-wise, you're a year older than me, I think. But yeah, you're about a year and a half older than me.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Like most of the people that I have on it, we're all about the same age, and it's
There's a
like,
lot of people around our age. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and it's awesome because it's like most people like are either way older than us, like, especially growing up and like
Mm,
watching like I always think that everyone's like Jang's age or something because that's like the
yeah,
go-to when we were all kids and stuff
yeah,
like that. Or like, I guess what Solid Brick Studios is just like a little bit older than us
yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that. And but yeah, it's so cool. It's like I finally have people like that are about the same age, and it feels like we all have the same goal or interest in mind, and it's
yeah.
just awesome. It's just like,
It's easy to get, like, yeah, obviously, like, you have, I feel like there's when I've been, especially now COVID's over and you're seeing more people in person, I feel like
yeah,
there's, I don't know about you guys in the US, but there's definitely feels like there's two groups of Lego collectors, like people who are like our age, who are more involved in the online stuff. And then there's like the OGs who are just like, have no idea about online stuff. They're just going for the conventions and
yeah,
like, and I feel like there's like a bit of a divide there, but obviously
yeah,
some people break the gap. But yeah, I feel like there's, I don't know if you guys have noticed that over there, but
yeah.
definitely.
No, definitely. I definitely did because I remember I tried joining a lug out here in
Yeah.
Tennessee, and I didn't end up joining it because it was either 2 hours north or 2 hours southwest.
Oh, damn. Yeah, yeah.
And they wanted it like every other Sunday or every third Sunday, and I'm like, "That's
Jesus,
just 4
yeah.
hours round trip just on a Sunday," and
No,
I'm
that's
like
too far, yeah.
I contemplate I was, like, talking to my girlfriend, I'm like, "Should I do it? Should I not
Yeah.
do it?"
If it was like once or twice a year, that'd be pretty good, but
Yeah, exactly,
a
or,
lot.
like, if it was just like, "Hey, you can join online," that's fine, they're like
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
very adamant about it being in person, and so I was like, "You know what? I'll probably see 'em at conventions, so that's cool, I'll still have that connection with them," but at the same time, like, I'm just gonna start a podcast. This is
yeah.
my lug now, like, like,
Yeah, this
it's
is a
just
great way.
everyone comes
I've
on, we
always
all
been
make friends, yeah,
yeah,
it's the best way I feel like, and
for
I
sure.
it's just exciting, like, to be able to talk to people like you and like Brick Hive and future
Yeah.
guests and the past guests, and it's a lot of fun, man, and
Mm,
it's cool because like I've thought about the idea, and because I know everyone goes to Chicago, because we were just talking about that right before the
mm.
stream started. It'd be cool to do in-person podcasts and
That'd be
do
sick,
like
yeah.
who's Goof just what was that Wednesday was talking about. He's like, do it like a speed round dating, like
Yeah,
every
just 10
15
minutes every,
minutes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Someone comes in, just talk to them, like,
That'd
how's
be
it
awesome.
going? What sets have you gotten, kind of thing, and how much money did you spend?
I
Because
just
we're all
you could
spending
do that all
thousands.
day and have people just rotating all day, coming in and sitting down and having a chat. That'd
Right,
be great.
right, and it'd just be
I'd
cool because then
definitely down.
you get to actually see the person you've only get to see online in
Mm,
person, and it's just something that'd be super cool to do, and,
yeah.
I'm really close to booking a ticket to Chicago.
I'm very glad. Either yeah, every year I'm like, oh, should I? I don't know. I end up deciding not to, and this year I have to. I have
Yeah,
to do it.
you
It's got to
have
be
to do
done.
we gotta see you there, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
gotta be here for the podcast up in Chicago,
exactly. Yeah,
dude.
exactly. That's another reason. There's 1,000 different reasons to come, but yeah, oh, I really want to.
Exactly. So, like, traveling to the US, is that, like, pretty hefty, or is that, like, pretty
Um,
easy to travel over?
it's not too. It's just a plane journey. Like it's not too bad. I mean, I've only been to the East Coast, as I was saying before, before the
Yeah.
stream. Yes. It'll probably just be. I'd have to drive all the way to London, which would be like 4 or 5 hours,
Mm,
and then yeah, then I'd have to just hop on a plane, and I presume there's an airport in Chicago, I think so.
yeah, big
It'd
one.
be pretty
Yeah,
easy. So, I'm sure there's a
yeah.
direct flight from London to Chicago, so it
Oh, yeah,
wouldn't be too bad.
definitely. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure Chicago has the international terminal there.
Oh, I do. Is that
But
far
that's, like,
from you?
what? Yeah, like 14-hour flight at least?
Yeah, what from England? I don't know.
Yeah,
Actually, in the air, maybe. Yeah,
yeah.
is it? Is it really? Damn.
I'm kinda actually curious. That actually makes me very curious. Maybe I'll look it up here
I
soon.
think it might be a little less than that. I feel like
I
it's
feel
only like
maybe
that
9
to
hours?
LA and stuff. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably 8, 9 hours. I'd say.
yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't remember how long it took me to get to New York. I feel like it was surprisingly short. It was way shorter than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
'Cause obviously we're close to that side, so going over to like LA and stuff is way further. But
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
more like a 12 hour. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Well, either way, I hope you can make
I
I
know
hope to
next
see you
year.
there. It'd be definitely cool
Yeah,
to meet you in person, man.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
But, speaking of Lord of the Rings, and I see you got Rivendell back there.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Lord of the Rings set, or is
Oh
there
yeah.
another one? Yeah?
Favorite Lord of the Rings set, 100%. I don't actually have any. Do I actually? I don't actually have a single other Lord of the Rings set anymore. I don't think.
Just the figures now?
Yeah, I just rebought all the figures. I had Helm's Deep, but that's all destroyed now. There's no way that's coming back. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's the only Lord of the Rings set I actually have now, because obviously I haven't gone back and bought them. I'm not a big one going back and buying like sets and stuff, because I can usually just build a mock for it or something like that. So
Right.
because especially with the prices of the Lord of the Rings sets. But yeah, Rivendell's top 3 Lego sets, full stop for me. It's hard to decide with those top 3, but I love it. Have you got Rivendell or?
No, dude, that was slightly during my dark age when I was just living in my dorm in college, and I was like, dude, I really want it, but like I'm not making. I was like, I still want to go back and get it because it's not on the shelf at Lego anymore, right?
Or really? Is it? Surely it is. It only came out this year.
Oh,
yeah, it only came out.
Shoot, that's going to be added to my Christmas list.
Perfect. Yeah, it came out March this year, so it's got to be still on shelf.
Okay, yeah. Excellent.
Wait till a big double VIP or something, it'd be perfect. Yeah,
dude, you mean double insider points now?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So before I ask you my next question, we got a question from Rex Riz here. How do you feel about the Rex fig being in the small set next year? Also, the waist capes. Ooh, you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
After you. You go first. You
okay.
Have to say about it.
As someone who does not have the Venator set yet, and I will look at you all in chat. If you want to buy me the Venator set, please go ahead and buy it for me. I will send you my address for you can ship it to me. But as someone who doesn't have the Venator set, I'm actually looking forward to the Rex figure coming.
Yeah.
Like, like there's right. It's like I'm excited. I feel bad for the people who got the Venator set, but I mean,
I wish there was like slight exclusivity, like the head or something. But
exactly, like maybe not the medical patch that he got.
Apparently, it's going to be exactly the same. So
yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel. Who I really feel bad for, because I mean, you're buying a great set. I still want that set.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the people that are like, well, because Rex was definitely the big selling point for that set.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like, what was it? Oh no. Oh, I feel bad for the people who got the figure for $75 or more.
Oh my gosh. I passed it for about 50, I think. I was so tempted to buy. I don't know why I didn't in the end, but I'm glad I didn't now.
Right? I'm like, it's like, ooh, now I wonder, I haven't checked how much, but I feel like it's definitely dropping in price every single day.
I've seen some of the people who sell it, and it seems like they're going down, but
yeah.
I
kind of hope they change it for that sake, but I kind of hope they don't, so I have one. But also how I feel about waist capes. I actually made a video about this, and I do not like the printed waist capes whatsoever. I'm a big fan of the what's it called, the Kama or the Kama or the Karma? No, not the Karma.
Yeah, but the Kama's the one on the waist, then the Pauldron on top.
Yeah, I like having the cloth. The plastic one, not a big fan. Because it's OG, and I'll keep it on the OG clones, but I'm not putting on any of my new clones.
No, it looks good.
We've moved on.
But there's so many better ones out there.
Yeah, the plastic Pauldrons though look great because it actually like kind of looks, because it's very form fitting in the clone. Like it doesn't really move too much. But that's my take. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much the same. Yeah, when you see all these different custom like sellers selling them for a couple of bucks each, like how are Lego not just doing like capes and stuff, like high quality ones?
Right. And mad. Like they're doing it in all the other sets, all these custom capes. And it's like, but I feel like they know Star Wars is their biggest one.
Yeah.
That they're going to make more sales because people are going to go buy that set to either sell that piece or go get that piece of cloth, you know?
I think they're just trying to make as much money as they can, but no,
I mean, hey,
crazy,
right? Bricktastic Lego says, "Hi, what's up, man? What's up?" He said he's a big fan of yours.
I appreciate it,
and he's waiting for the next video.
The next video is coming. It's such a grind. The next one's going to be so long, but
how long is it going to be?
Oh, I don't know. It's been about. I've been working on this for about 2 weeks so far. It's taking forever. It's just lots of like stop. I'm trying a new thing with this new video, so it's like more of like do you watch the B3 and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more of like that kind of stuff with lots of stop motion and stuff like that. So it's been a lot to learn for this new video, but it's been fun so far. But it's so far it's going to be a grind.
Yeah, is that the only spoiler you can give us, or is there a little more?
I can give you like the gist of it. It's going to be like lots of different not medieval, historical armies, like battles and
Nice.
stuff like that. So
Heck yeah, that's exciting, dude. I'm excited.
Star Wars again. So I've dabbled in and out just Star Wars and then other stuff as well. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited. I've been really passionate about this video, so hopefully it will do well.
Dude, I'm excited for it. I'll be the one that comments first.
The older people too.
Rex Riz. Every time, man, I get it messed up. I bought him for $135. Wow. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm glad you have them. 100%. I'm glad you have them because I don't have them. You got one up on me, but that's something you paid that much for them. Put them in a glass case. Put them in a glass case and never touch them with your fingers again because that'll be rare. Just trust in the long run, people are gonna want which one, and people will pay top dollar for. So keep them in that glass case.
I think I what's the most you've ever spent on a figure? Have you ever spent 100 plus on a figure?
You know what? I think the most I have ever spent on a figure was the shapeshifter.
Sam Wessel.
Yes, Sam Wessel.
Great fig.
Yeah. I think that's the most I've ever spent on a fig. I think she was like, I got one with a little bit of nicks, so I got it for like $40. And
that seems like a pretty good deal. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good. And it almost looks like there's almost no nicks on her, which is awesome. And it works great for me.
About that,
yeah, exactly. But other than that, I feel like I've paid for like maybe a $30 minifigure here and there, maybe. But other than that,
such an interesting figure because it's like you got the whole exclusive color and stuff. It's like the only figure in that sand purple or whatever it is. Not sand purple.
Yeah. Sand red.
Is it sand red? Yeah.
Sand red. I think she's the main one. I think there was only some like alien or droid figures if I remember correctly. Rex Riz also asks, can you make another mystery box video?
Maybe one day. I'm not sure. That one didn't do the best. I had so many problems with that video. Both of my mics failed on that video, so I had to use the camera, my phone audio. It wasn't fun, but maybe one day we'll see. Maybe if I do, it'll be on my second channel.
Yeah, no, I feel I saw one of your videos that popped up where you ordered a Bricklink order. And it was just completely all one jumbled mess.
Was it?
I think it was a short. And dude, I felt your pain so much.
It's so annoying when people do that.
Oh my gosh!
Especially when they're all dirty and like,
like, dude, when you said he probably came out of his organized drawer already. I was like, dude, I felt that. Exactly. Like I made a video like when I started a long time ago where like I would unbox videos. Now I just do them on shorts or like on reels and like kind of more ASMR because it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I love
in style. Right. And I remember I used to do more in depth, kind of like how Cheesy Studio does, where he gets like a Bricklink order, and it was nowhere near as cinematic as his is, but he's the god tier at that, man. It's like chef's kiss right there. But I remember I kind of just like not broke down, but like let down my YouTube guard of like, oh, you got to keep it like happy all the time, And I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right? You can't even put them in individual bags, which they probably came from. I deleted that video a long time ago, but because I just got really upset, and but I was like, because everyone else does it in individual bags, and it seems so easy. I mean, I throw away so much plastic in the world, but it makes it a lot easier. But I felt your pain on that, man. I felt your pain.
At least look by color or like piece type or something.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is your full collection worth, both of you? Oh man,
I couldn't even give you a number. I would have no idea whatsoever.
I can give you an estimate of how many pieces I have, but maybe not the worth. I could tell you the worth. It's worth too much.
Way too much.
But worth all of it. That's a good answer right there.
I have no idea how much mine's worth. Couldn't even begin to estimate.
Right. Brick Hive, dude, what's up, man? I look forward to doing a stream with you sometime soon. He was also actually on episode number 4 of the show, which you can also find on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want a visual aid, come watch it on YouTube, because everything else is just the voices on Spotify. Katie Bricks also says, "What's up? Hey man, how's it going? How's it going?" I'm actually kind of curious. What are you having for lunch, Brick Hive? I'm actually kind of curious. I feel like you'd have some pretty exquisite taste, and I'm quite excited. But dude, as a full-time YouTuber of Lego, how stressful is that?
Honestly, not at all. No, it's I can't complain. It's such a dossy job, really, when you put it down to like some weeks will be hard, some weeks will be easy. It just depends.
Yeah.
I've not been working as much as I should at the moment, just for loads of different reasons. But yeah, I don't know. It's not that stressful. I can't
Okay.
claim it to be a hard job. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky to not have to do like a proper job and not have to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just blessed, but it's obviously there's parts that are hard, like the self motivation and stuff. Some days when you're just not feeling it, but then again, you can also take a day off because it's not like but yeah, it's all I don't know. It's not. I can't complain.
Yeah, well, and like what's stressful, like having to like always be not necessarily on, because you can take a day off, and like the self motivation behind it. Like you're a pretty self motivated person already. When you did that day in a life as a Lego YouTuber, I thought that was brilliant. That's a great video. And just see it, like you writing in a journal and how detailed it was. Like I kind of paused and kind of see like, okay, yeah, dude, this guy's going.
Speak on this new video. Have you read that?
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm doing in this new one.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. But it's like, obviously, there's a lot of days that aren't as productive as that. But that one was even like, that wasn't the most productive day. Some days it's like, I'll literally wake up, sit down, edit for the entire day, maybe have a half an hour break for lunch, and then have dinner, then carry on editing. Like if I'm in the groove for like when I'm editing a video, I can just, the whole day can go like that. Like you don't even know where it goes. But it depends on what part of the video I'm in, at the stage of the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I find the hardest part is like getting going on the next one. Like when I've just finished one and I haven't planned the next one and haven't bought stuff for the next one. Just like that's the hardest part for me. But
yeah. So like with that, how long does it take you to, now we'll skip the process of like coming up and brainstorming the video, because that can happen within a day, or that can happen within a month, and so what is that like? How long does it take to actually create one of your videos?
I'd say it completely varies. Like the one I did recently, the mystery box one, that didn't take very long at all. That was like half an hour of filming, and then like maybe 3 or 4 days of editing, because I tried to put a bit more editing into that one. But then most other videos will be like, if there's lots of building involved, it'll be like up to I mean, sometimes it's like a week of maybe 5 days of building, and then it can be a couple of weeks of editing. Like it really depends. But this one I'm kind of going a bit differently. I usually build everything, film everything, record everything, all the audio, and then I'll edit. But this one I'm kind of editing as I go, so because obviously it's a lot of stop motion and stuff, so otherwise I just have no idea what I'm doing. So it's like I'll do the voiceover for a bit, film, edit. So this one's taking a lot longer, but it completely depends on the video, really.
Sure. So like let's say like a 10-minute video, like is 10 minutes like your average, would you say? Or like is that like your aim for, like if I hit 10, that's pretty good?
Honestly, for me it's like all about how the video flows and how the speed of the video, whether you have any boring sections. That's all I aim for. And then if it's just shy of 8 minutes or whatever, I'll always try and add a little bit more, just because that's how you can get more adverts on the video then.
Right.
And it makes it so much more worthwhile for monetization. But no, usually I don't actually tell, like, sort of know how long the video is going to be until maybe halfway through the edit, or 3/4 of the way through the edit usually. But it really depends. It completely depends. But I usually I have a sort of gauge now of how much I actually have to put in to make it roughly an 8 to 10 minute video. But then it's all about how to get it to flow as much as possible. And
so is that like you try to get 2 or like 3 8 to 10 minute videos like out a month, or like what's maybe more?
It's been like once a month at the moment.
Sorry, what was that?
At the moment, it's been about once a month, I think. Yeah,
once a month.
it's been because I've been really busy, so I've been taking some time off from YouTube and stuff, and yeah, it's been weird. I've probably I'm trying to have a look on my thing. I posted last video I posted was the 24th of October, and then it was like 12th of October, and then before that 8th of September. So it's sort of like, it depends, like there can be some big gaps, but then usually I'd say every 2 weeks is what I would aim for if I was in full flow. And when I get back to that,
Gotcha.
that's not quite where I am right now.
Is
But,
that like including with shorts and like
oh
reels
no,
and stuff
no,
like
shorts
that?
and reels will come on top of that. Like they're just little, and same with second channel stuff. If I want to throw something else up, it's all
Yeah,
like on top of that. But that obviously slows the process down a bit. But yeah,
sure.
it depends.
So like with creating and this being your full-time job, is it kind of like, are you trying to do like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, or just stick solely like your main place is YouTube, and then like the way you promote yourself really well is on Instagram, or
Pretty
yeah.
much, yeah. TikTok and shorts and reels are all just for kind of growing the brand, I guess, is the kind of way I'd say that. So like getting more people to come over. So sometimes I'll clip up main channel videos and put them on my TikTok, and then people will go over and watch it on the main channel, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the main thing. But obviously, most of my revenue comes from YouTube. So that's the
Okay.
main
Yeah.
focus
I
for
feel
it.
like, I mean, I haven't been monetized on YouTube yet. I hope
Yeah,
to soon, because
that's a grind. That's first bit to get those hours. Is it still
right,
4,000 hours? Isn't it?
it's
Is it
still 4,000 hours, or
unreal? Or
what
there's
is
like
it?
short views
10
and that.
million
Yeah,
short views. I'm just like, holy cow. I'm like,
yeah.
and the 10 million short views refresh
Yeah,
or
it's like
every 30
90.
days.
Oh, 30 days. That's
And
no,
I'm just like,
I would never hit 10 mil. Yeah,
it's a
never.
lot of work, man. And like in my
No.
first 30 days, I only hit 163,000, and I'm just like, that's
Still
not
quite a lot
even,
in 30
that's like
days. Yeah,
1%.
it's still really good. I'd take that for
Well,
views.
well,
Yeah,
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
no, that's
It's
class.
it's definitely, I'd say I haven't found my groove for it.
Yeah,
Like what my bread and butter, like what are people coming to my channel for?
I'm
You
still
know,
trying
or
to
what,
work
what
that out.
I feel like that's always a growing question.
Yeah. I feel
But
it's a good thing to look for.
like I think Rex Riz here nails it perfectly.
Thanks, Rex.
It's your attitude, it's the way you present yourself. And I think people really come to you for that. And
I'll
because
take
every
that.
time like I watch a video, it's like, because there's sometimes some videos where it's like you watch someone and it's like, I feel good, or like, ooh, maybe I'm not doing the hottest in my own Lego. But like when I watch you, it's like, hey, this is like happy, go forth, and like inspiring.
Oh, I'll
And
take that. I get
I
that a
think
lot
that's
from
why,
a lot of other people. So, yeah, I
yeah,
don't even, that's the thing. I feel like it's hard to look in on yourself and see what I find that really hard. So I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
what my videos provide for people, but it's good to hear some feedback for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's, I think you're headed in the right direction. And I know you're headed in the right direction. You've had great success, and don't
We're
stop
getting.
what you're doing, man. Don't stop being
No,
you.
I'm not going to stop. No, if anything, I'm just going to. There'll be more videos coming soon. This has just been a
Yeah,
very slow period for the last few months, but we're going to be
sure.
picking it up soon, and I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. Um, so speaking of still creating more content, because it's always fun to ask someone who this is like your full-time job. How long, like it, how do I phrase this? How long does it take you to now brainstorm an idea? Because it's like you've got some, so I guess you could say, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe strength, like behind you, that like you've had some great success. Like one of your videos hit 1 million views,
Yeah.
and it's like going forward with that. Like, how are you brainstorming? Like, what are you? Is there things you're doing
You're
different,
gonna be
or?
shocked, but I barely do much for planning. Is my worst part of
Mm,
YouTube. I'm so bad at it. I just kind of I have like a list of like 100 ideas or something like that in my kind of notes,
yeah,
and I sort of I'll have like the next so sometimes I'll have like the next 6 planned out, and I'll be buying stuff for the next 6, but they'll be vague ideas. It won't be like
yeah,
scripted or even like spider diagrams. There'll be like maybe a spider diagram or something like that for like I was
yeah,
doing in that short. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm rubbish at it. I wish I was better. That's something that I wish I could do better at, because I barely do any of that stuff. This video I've had to like script so much more, and it's been really weird. But
yeah,
no, if I need to do like a voiceover or a script, I'll just open up the notes app on my phone, hit the little dictate button, and just start talking to my
yeah.
phone and script it like that. Obviously beforehand I like to do the little spider diagrams, and then I can work out exactly what I need to buy for each section, because that's obviously something you kind of have to be ahead of schedule on, otherwise you're going to be waiting around for stuff. But yeah, honestly, I'd say there isn't much planning that goes into my videos, funnily enough, surprisingly. I probably should do a bit more.
I feel that, like, sometimes I always feel like, and this is just me personally, not saying you do this. Like, sometimes I feel like I throw things to the wall to see what sticks, and that I feel like that just might be something that I'm doing just because I'm new to the game. So with scripting your videos, is that kind of more like on the fly, like, hey, this would be better, and then like, well, maybe this sounds better? Because like when I do mine, I don't script anything. I kind of just speak into, because I have like a microphone that a whole attaches and everything, and like I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, or like, ooh, I wish I didn't pause that long there. I'm gonna say this word instead of that. Is that kind of like the same flow you go with?
I used to always do just handheld stuff, filming, the audio would be part of it and it'd all be in one go. But now I've really switched to like a voiceover kind of thing. So there'll be bits of handheld stuff that I'll film, more reactionary stuff whilst I'm doing a challenge or whatever. And then there's like, and then it'll be all just sit down here and go back through and do all the audio separately. So that's the sort of where I've phased towards now. Because I find it easier for my workflow. I find it, otherwise I'm always forever turning mics on and off and stuff like that, and I'm making sure I'll have to always make sure everything's right. But I quite like the just the voiceover stuff afterwards. So it would typically be either I'll have an idea and I'll script it first so I know what to film, or it will be after I finished, I then just go through and do voiceover. And by now I kind of know what to say and stuff, but obviously there's thousands of bits I still cut out, and I still redo the same bit over and over again. And that's something I think is a huge thing to learn for YouTube, is just like cutting out all of the unnecessary stuff and making the video as best as possible. That's something I learned a lot, like early on, for sure.
I feel that too, because like I ever since I started recording myself and started doing this show, I can feel myself going ooh, well, you know, and I just did it right there. But yeah, it's like I catch myself doing that more. I'm like, man, I gotta work on that more, kind of thing.
Honestly, I feel like it's something that comes with time. Like it took me a few years before I really like focused on really cutting it, and then after that, it's so easy. Just I'm just in the habit of like, I can just look at a timeline now on whatever editing software you use, and just like I see the point where I do it, and then I can just cut and like really close cuts on the end of every sentence and stuff like that, and just really get things down to as concise as possible. And I went through phases of where I was doing way too much of that, and it was like I was talking way too quickly, and it was horrible. But I feel like I've just about found my balance now, which is nice. But yeah, there was some rough times. So I would say, it's hard to find that balance for sure.
Right? No, definitely. It's like sometimes like I'll like, because I always forget, like the way you talk is, if you talk too fast and then you start talking slower, it'll really sound different, especially if you hard chop it. And then like if you just randomly go, oh, it's straight trash or something like that, it sounds completely different than the rest. And it's like,
you have to sort of work out how these where you pick up and whether you end the sentence with like a high note or anything. It's really, you do sort of get the hang of it, but it's when you actually think about it, it's a lot to focus on.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like, that's one thing I feel like I really need to master, because like filmmaking, I've always enjoyed filmmaking, and I still only use my phone, because it's just so easy, because everything is it's like a little computer that's like boom, 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 boom.
I still use my iPhone for most of my filming.
And it's like I want to get into doing more with my camera, because I have a decent camera with a good lens, and I got my lights now and stuff like that. And
that's a huge thing. Lighting is the most important thing, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%. And whenever Amazon has good deals on lights, dude, I probably buy those just as much as I buy Lego.
That's crazy. Damn.
That's how much I like look into it, and because that makes all the difference. And like today is like the first time I actually tried with my 2 lights, and it looks so much better. It actually looks sharp.
It makes a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference. But yeah, so let's see. We got some more comments here. Brick Hive, he's having a sub for lunch. Nice. We love a good sub. Hey, SW, long time. Bring back the clone builds.
Stuff coming soon. Actually, I do have a big clone video coming after this one.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Dude,
it's gonna be a big one for the whole Lego Star Wars.
which part of the Clone Wars?
It's I don't know how much I can say yet.
Sure.
We're working with a lot of other people, so it's going to be
Oh,
a
sick.
fun one. It's going to be a sort of collab with a few of us, so it should be fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
KD Bricks. It's even harder when you hate the sound of your voice on camera.
Oh,
dude, I feel that so much. It's like,
get used to it.
do I really sound like that? Because like some videos sound so much better than other videos, and then like other videos, I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I should delete that because that's not really how I sound. I was really tired that day.
Yeah,
and
that's it. Yeah,
but sometimes like those worst videos always do better than the rest, and it's just funny to me. Is there a video right now that like you've created that you wish that would just take off, like one of your best videos?
That way around. I mean, there's a few that I posted and I thought this is a great video. I don't know why this isn't doing well, but then I've managed to get it going after a while. Thumbnails are just so important. Like, I don't know if you saw, I did a city video maybe 6 months ago. It was a solid like 9, 10 out of 10. Like, it was awful, doing really badly. And it was sat on like not very many views for a long time. And I changed the thumbnail maybe a few months ago, and now it's nearly close to 1 million. It's just unreal how it changed. It was sat on about, wait, let me have a look. So it was sat on about 100K for a while.
Wow. Yeah.
And then it like went from 200, it went from about 250 to nearly 1 million now, which is just, it's just ridiculous. That was all the thumbnail. And I cut out about 20 seconds of the actual video, and it's just unreal, the power of that stuff. So yeah, there's I mean, yeah, it's obviously annoying when a video doesn't do so well. And obviously, and the thing is, you have different expectations. As soon as I used to be, if I got 1,000 views, I was absolutely elated. And then 1,000 views became the norm. And then it's like, and then it's like 10K, and then it's like 100K, or whatever. And it's like, it's so weird how that, even if I don't get 100K now, it feels, I know it's really stupid to say, but it feels like I've made a bad video. But then they all like they slowly plod away and get different views and stuff, and it's like you never know what's going to happen really. But
yeah. Sure. I mean, like I feel like saying that, like that's not a bad thing to say, because you're also at that level where it's all like gradable. It's like
it's relative,
like you could say I'm in kindergarten and you're a senior in a class, because it's like you're not going to expect a kindergartner to get the same results as a senior would in their class, and so there's different grade levels. And I think that's totally fair to say, and reason, because it's obviously it's true. It's just fact, and so with going with that and changing thumbnails, what are you doing like to create your thumbnail? Because I would say you're one of those creators that your thumbnails really drive people and to click on your videos. And like, what are you if you're able to share, maybe you could message me privately, or if you don't want to talk about it. But what program are you using? What is the inspiration for them?
So first of all, I use a thing called PicMonkey. It's like a browser extension not browser extension. It's like a website basically. But it costs like £15 a month. I really want to, because I've got Adobe and stuff, I really want to learn how to use Photoshop better, but I'm awful at Photoshop. So I use this because it's just basically Photoshop, just easier. And it's so good. Yeah, it's called PicMonkey. It's really good. Honestly, I've been using it for years now. And yeah, inspiration wise, like I feel like you can obviously look at other YouTubers in the Lego space, but you can look across the whole of YouTube. I talk with a lot of my friends about it and stuff, and like other people who are doing similar sort of things to me. And thumbnails are just so important. Like, it's unbelievable how important they are.
Definitely.
And yeah, so I mean, I'd say, yeah, obviously there's the bigger Lego YouTubers in that I sort of take inspiration from. And then I'll look, and yeah, obviously you want to try and put your own twist on it as well, and make them as original as possible. But there was obviously that phase where everyone was having the half and half yellow thumbnails, and like that. But obviously, I don't know. It's just there's different things that work, and you've got to try and adapt to different things. But yeah, it's tough. The power of thumbnails is just, it can be a real headache sometimes.
Yeah, no, I feel you. So all the you take all the pictures for your thumbnail, you take all your pictures, and like if it was the good versus evil kind of vibe, and
Mhm.
you would take whatever that is, and you take individual pictures, and then you would just upload them, and then you just start cutting them, or do they have like a
Oh yeah.
on?
Oh, they have all the things you can cut out automatically.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, it's honestly, I would 100% recommend it. But that video, for instance, I made, I think, 30 thumbnails or something like that for that video.
Wow.
And throughout the entire process of making that video, every night I was sat on the sofa and just doing more thumbnails and just
Yeah.
tweaking them and stuff. And I ended up just going on a really simple idea, and it ended up doing really well. So
That's
it's
awesome.
like I think there is a new feature coming to YouTube as well, where there'll be like a thing where you can test thumbnails, and like you can put you can put 3 different thumbnails on the same video, and they'll test it out with different people and give you a good score.
Cool.
But obviously you can do it yourself and kind of look at the click through and stuff. But yeah, that'll be really handy when that comes out. But
definitely, yeah, because that's what like Mr. Beast does. Because he's like I create 10 thumbnails, and if one's not tracking, I switch them out, and if it's still not working, I switch them out. And it's smart. It's so much. I mean, when that's your career, like you got to be doing it. And,
especially when it can make a difference of like 100,000 to 1 million. Like that's just
no, big time.
We have more time off this last few months, so I can't complain.
Exactly.
Like, when it's that important, it's always good to go back and just change as many thumbnails as you can. If you just and I quite enjoy making thumbnails, especially with this app. Yeah, you can do like remove the background of stuff. You can do everything on this app. It's so easy, and it's so simple as well. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it.
Yeah, that's I'll definitely after this episode, I'm definitely gonna go check it out for sure.
It's pretty good. I think it's about $14 a month or something like that. But
yeah,
for me, it's well worth it still.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, no, it's good.
We got a few more comments here. Mateo says,
hey, how you doing?
And Rex Riz, what is your white whale Lego set of all time? What is it? What is it for you, Jonty?
I would say I've always said not the Shuttle Tydirium, but the Imperial Shuttle UCS set is just for me, that's a huge one because it's minifig scale and pretty much I think. But yeah, those ones, that one's probably it for me. What about you?
And this may be controversial for a lot of people, but the Republic gunship, the UCS version, that is my white whale, because that was also another one where I was still somewhat in my dark phase or dark age, and it's still up there, and it's only
$400. It might be a good one to get on Black Friday, possibly.
True. I always forget Black Friday. Sorry, what?
Might be the last chance to get it on a good sale. I think it's retiring this year. I might be wrong.
I think so too. But yeah, that one and somewhat Rivendell. But I think I'm looking at my Lego collection that I have out here right now. But yeah, I'd have to say I think my biggest white whale is the UCS gunship, because mainly like I kind of stopped buying sets for the sets and more for the figures.
That's exactly what I did.
And so it's like these maybe that's just because of the age I'm at now. It's like I'm not really building a set to play with it or display that much. Like besides like the Land Rover, even when I got that, I mocked it up so it's just more accurate and stuff like that.
Land Rover Defenders. Yeah,
such dude, they're amazing. I was so surprised when I saw that like on a TikTok or something, and I immediately went to the Lego store. I was like, where is it? Because you can't buy it on, well, maybe you can buy it on Amazon now, but it's pretty much in-store exclusive.
Yeah. A lot of those like little creator sets are Lego exclusive. But that one's I love that set so much.
Right?
Yeah, I really want to get the newer Defender, the big one.
The green one?
Yeah, that's
actual brick build.
Yeah.
I've been wanting that one so bad, dude. I see it all the time at the Lego store or at my Target or Walmart. I'm like,
if it goes on a crazy sale, I'm 100% buying. I remember the old Defender went on some good sales, so the Technic one. So essentially, but I bought that one. He has a Defender, so I bought that one for him. But I definitely have. I don't like building Technic, so I wasn't fussed about giving that one to him. But the Broker one, I want that one so badly.
Same, dude. Like I got back home. I got the Technic portion.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, but it's not as cool as the brick built to me.
Yeah. No.
And it's just not the same vibe. And I wanted to display it, not to like, well, I could actually play with this thing and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
roll. Besides the newest Land Rover, I feel like
Yeah.
that is
Playability in that one, I think. Well, like some
yeah,
suspension and stuff, and
the winch and the what's it called? All the tools and the cool part they have the engine swap that you can do.
Yeah.
That is big time. And
Yeah.
because like I'm really into off-roading, and so
Nice,
having
yeah.
that set, that'd be
So
that'd be
cool.
sick,
I was
man.
thinking about doing a video where I was going to build that one like on top of my Land Rover, like park
Oh
up
yeah,
nice. Oh, I say mine. I share it with my dad, but
yeah.
do that and like, but I've never got around to doing it. I feel like that 30-day video, and I built the small one in the back, but
Yeah.
I'd love to just sit on top like in a really scenic area and just. But it would be quite a long video, I guess. If you're quite,
Hey,
yeah, I don't know, but
I feel like people would watch it though. People would watch it.
cool. It
It'd be
could be
cool.
cool. Yeah.
So since we have going back to this question, your white whale Lego set, the dream set, what is your least favorite set?
That's a really tough question. I honestly, because I didn't buy sets if I don't like them, quite frankly. So
Sure,
I don't have much experience. Like, obviously, I can't think of a set that I bought and I just thought that was rubbish. Oh no, I can actually. One just popped into my mind. I've got this Viking set from the Thor movie, and
yeah,
I love that set. But there was another one that came with it, and it was like had the exact same minifigures, and it was like this weird little creature thing, and it was so bad. And I don't know why I bought it. I bought it for like £20 as soon as it came out, and it was such a waste of time and waste of money. Doubled up all the figures, and it was that one. That's the only one I can think of that was actually disappointing.
I feel you. I almost got it because I'm really into Viking stuff, and so the new Viking Village, that's one.
I just saw that the other day. Amazing.
For only $130, that thing's brilliant.
It's massive as well. It's so much bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I saw it at the Target, and like, since my birthday's just right around the corner, my girlfriend's like, "You can touch it, but don't buy it. Don't buy it." And I'm like,
"Oh, okay.
Are you?" She's like, "Don't buy it." I'm like,
"Oh, perfect."
But yeah, let's see. I got my. I think this should reach. I keep it back here because it's kind of funny, but my least favorite set of all time, and I solely got because it's for the minifigures, is this set.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I only bought it because I wasn't gonna pay $35 or $40 for the set.
No, but
I got it for 10 at Walmart, so I said, "Sure, I'll buy it."
I would take that for 10. Even the Scout Trooper just for 10 is pretty good. But
right.
Now, honestly, that set I didn't hated it. I thought it was awful. But then when I built the ATST, there's some charm about the ATST when you got it in hand. I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of weird charm about it. I need to find what my one of those is because it's quite cool. It's quite a funny little meme set.
I feel you, dude. I feel it, and like I have to. It's 4+. It's for kids. But when I saw that it was $35 or $40, I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious right now?" Like, man, they're like literally scalping parents for like a little Lego set that they're probably not going to remember.
It's like the Jedi Temple one was pretty expensive as well.
Yeah, that's why you pay more money and you build your own.
Yeah, that was weird because when I had about the same amount of subscribers as you, I was building a big Jedi Temple as well.
Yeah,
like, it's so the correlation there is quite funny. But
right,
my first building series was a Jedi Temple as well.
Dang. Yeah, I remember when I first had my other channel. My first one was a Utapau, and then I was already like $1,500 plus into building that thing. Wow. I'm like, I'm gonna stop now. This is too ridiculous. And then I started my Kashyyyk build, which if anybody wants to know what that looked like, it never finished. But it's on my Instagram. And the tree at that point was already 3 feet tall. And that was like halfway. And so if I get all those pieces out to California, hopefully maybe in the next month or something, I will start that up after I finish the Jedi Temple.
That'd be awesome.
I'm almost done with this, but I will bring back Kashyyyk. That is awesome. Something I hope to bring back. But I feel like a Jedi Temple is definitely a good place to start. For a YouTube creator.
When the first battle pack came out as well, so it was like had loads of those, and it was perfect. It was perfect timing, but it was a great way to get. I did mine in grey as well, so it was a great way to get like a really good light bluish gray collection.
Mm,
First time.
definitely,
That
definitely,
was
and
fun. I used to love.
especially. Oh, sorry. What was that?
No, go for it. I was just reminiscing on how I
Oh,
enjoyed that series. How I
I
enjoyed
feel
making.
you. Like I feel like having a light bluish gray or dark bluish
Yeah,
gray and collecting all that can go for so many Star
yeah, you
Wars
need that
builds, and
stuff.
it's
It's helped me
perfect.
so much.
It's
Yeah.
perfect. Rex Riz asked another question. Do you have any exclusive minifigures or exclusive sets like a San Diego Comic Con minifigure or set? Oh, dude.
Oh, wow.
I was telling Jonty before we started, I grew up in San Diego and I never went to one because I didn't think Lego would be at
Yeah.
Comic Con. And
Oh, if you've
then,
gone to one of those like years ago ones, you
right?
might be sitting on a couple thousand right now.
I know, right? Like, what, there wasn't C3PO at that one, or was that?
Maybe I'm not sure. I
I
know
can't
about
remember.
there's a lot of big Marvel ones that have got they're just
Yeah,
stupidly expensive. But
yeah, they're stupid. Oh, it was a. I think it was a white Boba Fett was there at a Comic
oh,
Con.
that one, oh, the
I think.
prototype one, yeah, that was a
Yeah,
long time ago, I
that was a
think.
long, a
Yeah,
long time
I got
ago.
the OG style helmet, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
do you remember? Yeah,
S-
so cool.
I actually don't have anything from like any Comic
Mm,
Cons or conventions because I haven't been to one yet. So hopefully soon.
nice.
But I will say I do have a lot of rare minifigures. One of my probably most expensive and rare ones, besides like the Jedi push to the heads and light up
Oh, nice.
and
Yeah.
just stuff from that wave and waves before, is the Two Face from the old Batman sets.
Oh, yeah.
I have the original figure of him,
Wow.
and that one, it's got some scrapes on it, like on the legs, but I'm like, dude, it's still worth so much money. And like in new condition, I think it's over $110 just for that thing.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
amazing.
because I think if I remember correctly, mine, even with a little bit of scrape, is still worth $105 or
That's
something like
crazy.
that.
No, you
And
got
I'm
to
just
say,
like, I'm like, keep going up. Don't make another
yeah,
Two Face like this, please, Lego. Don't make
yeah,
another
that's
Two
crazy.
Face.
That's the problem. It's a gamble, isn't it, with the Lego, with what they're gonna
It
remake?
is, dude. It is. It
Mm.
is. That's why I almost had a feeling that when they came up with the Rex, I'm like, that seems like a Rex you would get in a normal set.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Admiral Yularen is one that would come more rare. Like they're not just gonna throw Yularen in anything like that. And
No, that's
so,
basically probably exclusive, and yeah, and
right.
the Torpo might be actually as well. Yeah.
Let's see. Mateo, will you be going to Brick Fair, Virginia or Brick World Chicago next year? Highly recommends it. So we were actually talking this before stream.
Fingers crossed.
We got our fingers crossed, and we're both planning on going to
Hopefully.
Chicago. I haven't said, I don't even think tickets are for sale yet, but
No, I don't even.
I'm planning. I've also planned with another dude that's close by. We're planning on carpooling up to Virginia, most likely. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
those were huge. Those
hopefully,
both were great.
yeah, I definitely want to go to those two because I feel like those are like ones that a lot of people go to, and
Yeah,
like the Alabama and the Atlanta one, even though they're only like 2 hours away from me, I don't feel like all the people I know already won't be there, kind of
yeah,
thing. You know,
yeah. No, those are the two big ones.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I go to my first convention, man. I feel like it's gonna be so much like a stimulus overload with
Yeah,
just Lego
I
everywhere.
know what you mean. It's weird. Yeah, I've only been to a few in the UK, but
Yeah,
nothing else except that. But yeah, I've just got like a good group of friends in the UK that we go to a few of them with. So got our own
yeah,
little love going. So we just go to some of those. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm so excited to go to the big American ones.
Right, right. Oh, so before we close up here in a little bit, because I know we got other things we have to get done today. But is there any other hobbies that you do besides Lego that you like just as much or pretty close
Um,
or
Nothing like similar to Lego. I
yeah,
like gaming and stuff a bit, but yeah, I mainly just go to the gym and build Lego and game and see friends. That's about it. Like those are like my main ones. Watching sport as well. Like I watch a lot of sport, so
yeah,
those are probably like my only real hobbies. That so nothing really like Lego. But what about you? Is
yeah?
there anything big like that
I mean, I don't
takes up a
know.
lot of your time and money, doesn't it? Lego. So
Yeah, it does, and especially like with photography and stuff. I don't know.
yeah,
Nothing as there. I have other hobbies like like I like to draw. I like to skateboard.
nice.
I like
Yeah,
other creating stuff, because like I'm a framer by trade and by career, and so like just doing stuff with my hands is just anything like that. But I don't know, I don't think anything as dear and near to my heart as Lego is. That like that's like the kind of thing, like, you know, you kind of like, this is something close to me, am I going to share it with someone? I don't think there's anything else like that besides you know, like Lego. And I try to do anything outdoors, but rock climbing was a big one, but that's expensive.
Yeah. No,
but that's the nice part. Because like, even though it's expensive, it's a one and done unless you break something.
Yeah, you gotta get the good stuff, I guess, as well. You don't want to be buying cheap rock climbing gear. Might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's scary, but you know, the rope always gets you. That's the funny thing, is like, so many people are like, dude, you rock climb, but you don't want to climb the scaffolding at work. I'm like, no, because I'm not tied into anything. If I go, I'm going all the way to the ground. It's not fun.
I'll get you there.
Right. Right. But yeah, well, Jonty, also known as SW Bricks, I appreciate you being on this podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been awesome getting to know you a little bit more, and I'm excited to hopefully meet you in person in Chicago. And is there anything you like to plug, share, or talk about in our last few minutes here?
No, if you want to find me, just SW Bricks everywhere. On all three of the big ones. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, no, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, dude. Thank you all who have joined. If you want to watch or listen, you can listen on Spotify and watch and listen and engage with us on the stream. So, and that's almost every day, it feels like, now that I'm doing these, because it used to be once a week. Now it's like, oh yeah, I'll just keep backing them up. So, but there is an Instagram, Late Night Lego. You can find it on Instagram with all the links to anywhere. And for all the updates, I also post on my main channel, Drew Bricks. But yeah, dude, Jonty, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And it's been great getting to know you.
Definitely. Likewise.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
See you in a bit.